Difficulty? Come on, boys. You really have to ask?
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently. The Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
And welcome, you absolute fucking bunch of cunts, to Let's Play Red Dead Redemption Hardcore. This is Execute. I have not brought Mike/Flinch with me this time, because for simple reasons, I needed a red-blooded American. I present to you Scott.
Yeehaw! This is Scott, coming at you right from Ohio. Nice to meet you, fucks.
Now, we're gonna have to keep this intro short, because this dickhead here is gonna follow my fate and fuck everything up. And you know something? He attacked my fate, so I'm gonna defend myself.
It's Texas. Stand your ground, state.
And you actually raise a very good point. I am playing the role of an American. That means I've got that second fucking amendment, which I'm going to immediately misinterpret.
America!
America indeed. Leave it to me to get into a fucking fight before I even manage to make it into the saloon to meet the contact.
Marston! Mr. Marston, over here! You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Now, a couple of ground rules for the way this LP is going to work. First of all, we don't talk over characters talking. Second of all, we don't talk over guns talking. Third of all, if you're looking for a fast playthrough of this game, this is not going to be the LP for you. These parts will not come out fast, and this is not a fast game. This is one of the best games I've ever played, and I have to do it justice. I hope you enjoy the show.
Let's mount up and hit the trail.
It's time for our first ride, and I'll see you guys on the other side at Fort Mercer.
Let's go.
Take it easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus. Whoa now.
Slow it up now.
So it's Fort Mercer you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as most reading back to you. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Gee up. Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Yeah. Yeah. So it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson. Do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. That's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you're better off not knowing.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Almost there, Mr. Marston, just over this hill. Yeah. Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
It's time for us to take on Fort Mercer with nothing but our Cattleman revolver, which in actuality is a Colt single action. Here are the stats.
You could ask yourself a question. Do I feel lucky?
Scott, how did I do?
You forgot the mass. Oh, and for any gun newbies in the audience, single action means you have to cock the hammer back before you pull the trigger.
You said cock.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch. And no more you. Implored. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Poor John.
Oh, hey, look at the bright side on this one. At least you got to keep your limbs.
I'm just fucking laying there lifeless. Scott, I'm dead.
Oh, no big deal. We can just rub some snake oil in it.
So it's never really explained, like, how this character here and her little henchman, how they managed to come across us. It's, like, literally the game never explains this.
Yeah, and I guess the character is apparently Wolverine because he just manages to walk off a fucking gunshot wound.
I don't see him walking off shit right now. I'm literally being carried out of here.
True, but you ain't dead. That's the point.
Only mostly dead.
Yeah, medical wasn't exactly good in the Old West.
Too bluff. Oh, graceful.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
I was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you. For saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
I won't. I picked hardcore.
That's hardcore or nothing, baby.
So, welcome to McFarlane's Ranch, where absolutely nothing bad will ever happen. Ever.
Are you sure about that?
Alright, Cena. You know what? You're not wrong. This place is gonna rue the day it met me. But, you know, first things first. Mexican! Oh, I fucking trained for this. I prepared for this. I'm gonna try and communicate. Hola, buenos dias, mucho gusto. ¿Cómo estás? Señor, disculpe.
Howdy,
He won't talk to me.
Hi, how's it going?
Oh, that's how you initiate conversation around here. ¿Tú hablas español, amigo? Fuck, ¿tú comes manzanas?
Ay, madre, que espanto.
¿Qué? What?
Permiso, amigo.
What'd you say?
Carajo, qué miedo.
Ooh, that's like, why am I dying? Diagamas, vámonos.
Ay, madre, que susto.
Wait, come back, please. Por favor. Por favor, senor. I just want to practice my fucking Spanish, man. Stop. Fucking suavemente.
For the look.
Scott?
Yeah, man.
Your culture is so confusing. Enough fucking around for now, though. We have a mission to attend. Bonnie asked us to take a ride with her. That's exactly what we're going to do.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
Alright, so we're actually going to commence the first mission of the game. And Bonnie McFarlane, this lovely blonde lady here, fucking love her accent, by the way. I love Southern Belle accents. She's nice enough to gift us a horse. However, I use the term gift a little loosely here.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarlane.
So here's the horse that she gives us.
Hop on up. He won't bite.
Now this horse is special. And when I say the word special, I don't mean special like unique or one of a kind. I mean special kind of like, hey Scott, I'm going to shot put, can you put shots to put?
Well, this was the era of lead paint and leaded gasoline, so it can't be too surprising.
And we're going to ruin the song by naming this horse. He's too dumb to not have a name. I henceforth dub him Special Olympics.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
Fucking piece of shit store, doesn't even sell fucking Winnie Reds.
Oh, come on, man. Go for chewing tobacco. Don't be a pussy.
I've never had chewing tobacco in my life.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase.
She's not going to mention it, but right now we're going past the telegraph station. I'm gonna have to visit these frequently.
That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished. Bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
Off to the glue factory. Mr. Ed would be so disappointed.
Dude, I told you, this horse is a fucking retard.
Oh, I believe it.
I'm telling you, you have no idea what kind of shenanigans this fucking horse is going to try to pull.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl.
Special Olympics, retarded fucking glue sniffer that he is, has somehow managed to not no-clip a set of reality into the back rooms, so we're wrapping up the tour
here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Come on, this is the only chance we're gonna get rest.
Go to Bonnie's house? Is this a booty call? Well, with that cute little Southern Belle accent, I don't mind.
Now fuck off, man. I heard it first.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston.
Miss McFarland.
Remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time.
The deadliest weapon in the world is a Marine and his rifle.
And thus the game grants me my first rifle. Come to think of it, Scott, have you ever fired a Spencer Model 1860?
Yes, and you have to cock the hammer back and then work the lever action. Not exactly an efficient design.
Well, no stress there. Johnny Marston's going to do all the work for me.
Let's go. Keep your eyes open and try not to get yourself shot again.
So this is the night patrol with Bonnie McFarlane mission for the ranch. Not much to this one, really. I mean, you're going to have to fight some rabbits and fight some coyotes, but...
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
You know, Scott, I just realized we've never explained to these people. Tell them how you know me.
I was one of his first, like, 200-300 subs, like back when he was doing Jedi Outcast, Rip Star Wars.
Rip Star Wars. Anyway, Special Olympics will hop over the fence because he marches to the beat of his own drum. We've got some rabbits to cull.
Rabbits are at it again. Come on, let's get rid of them once and for all. Nice shoot! You got one! That's it, kill those little birds. You're a good shot, Mr. Marston. That rabbit's didn't
Nice
stand a
shooting,
chance.
Tex, but if you're gonna use Unreal Tournament sound effects, we gotta pit you against some Scar.
You mean Scarge?
The J is silent, you Aussie fuck.
We should keep moving. There's still a ways to go.
I don't care, there's a J in it. I'm just going to keep saying Scarge.
You're still gonna be wrong.
I'm just going to keep calling it Eoth.
Yeah! If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Damn coyotes are back! We can't afford to lose any more livestock. Kill them, Mr. Marston!
Play Carl.
Come on, they're headed for the chicken coop.
So this is where the game introduces you to the Deadeye mechanic. Works like bullet time.
It's
It's that red meter down near the map. It drains as you use it. You can refill it with items or by killing people.
It's
You're also invincible during it for some reason.
Yes, you got one!
Not that the game bothers to fucking tell you that.
It's
Well, we got rid of the coyotes. I just wish we'd saved all the chickens. All right, Mr. Marston. I think we should call it a night. Let's go. I'll take you back to your room.
Okay, I gotta ask, how the fuck did you miss twice with Deadeye?
Shut up.
You are definitely not a McCree man.
Shut up.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Here we are. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
So it's at this point the game introduces you to the, amazing, unique concept of saving your game. Anytime you own a property, the game gives you this one at McFarlane's Ranch for free. You can just come in here anytime to save your game and advance the story 6 hours. Well, the time of day 6 hours. These places are also filled with ammo crates. I'm going to use this one just to show it off once and then never touch them again for the entire Let's Play. If I run out of ammo, so fucking be it. I've got a knife, I'll make do.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
We're in America right now, bro, not Australia.
Yeah, but you're still Aussie, so you're a bushwhacking Aussie for that matter.
You've seen fucking spaghetti western, I give you Vegemite western, cunt. It's a beautiful morning at McFarlane's Ranch. The fucking birds are chirping and the cows are smelling like shit. The skybox is a little weird in the Switch version, I know. We just have to deal with it. Fucking Aurora Borealis out the arse.
Aurora Borealis.
At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Yes.
Oh boy. Next thing you're gonna know, the kitchen's gonna be burning down again.
Yeah, we don't have a kitchen in my little flat over there. Anyway, down that road is Armadillo. Armadillo is the kind of direction the game is going to want to funnel you in, because that's where the next Bonnie missions will ultimately lead you. We're not going to be going that way just yet, because I've got some fucking business to attend elsewhere first.
Oh yeah, what business is that?
Well, you see, up until this point in the game, I've been somewhat of a good boy. I've been what you might consider a law-abiding citizen. Let's change that, because on this ranch is a little greenhouse, and in this little greenhouse is a little green box. And this little green box, it is Pandora's box.
Oh, so we're stealing shit. Yep.
It's only stealing if you get caught.
That's true, and you wonder why we put you guys on that fucking island.
Yeah, well, I'm here now. By the way, we got super lucky. That thing had a fucking pardon letter in it.
That is fucking lucky.
Anyway, this fucking wench over here is going to fetch the law.
With regular Old West carrot.
Now look at you.
What the hell?
You'll learn quickly, I am not afraid to fight the law.
I need to get out of here!
I understand getting the hell out of Dodge, but Tom, where the hell are we going, man?
Okay, so you can all see that up there I've got a whole whopping $150 bounty on my head. I need to get the law to follow me because I need to demonstrate a trick. It's quite a well-known trick, this one.
Let's go!
If you get arrested in a certain place in Act 1, it actually zips you forward to Act 3's dungeon. Dungeon? It's a prison.
I was about to say, it's a little bit late for dungeons, isn't it?
You're splitting hairs, amigo. Anyway, you remember how I said this horse is a fucking glue sniffer?
Yeah.
Exhibit A.
And apparently the trees are made of fucking adamantium.
Dude, these trees have like the worst hitboxes. I get stuck on this shit for a minute. But anyway, if you come up the trees, up the trees, derpity. If you come up the ramp here, the game considers you to be in tall trees, which is actually in Act 3. So what we're going to do, we're going to wait for the fucking law to follow me up here and let them arrest us. That sends us off to Act 3.
You got the wrong fella, mister. You are
Oh my Lord, take this hand, save me from the gallows. Shed business. save.
And welcome to Act 3, motherfuckers!
Back in Blackwater, huh?
Yeah, but only temporarily. Also, bonus, we got to keep the pardon letter.
That makes sense.
Yeah, my bounty's gone, I still have my pardon letter, go fucking figure. I guess because the game doesn't expect you to be in Blackwater at this point. I mean, this is Act 3.
Yeah, I guess your plot armor's so big, they didn't bother hanging you either for that bounty.
I have a very good lawyer. John Marston does what John Marston wants. Now, as for why I came to Act 3 so early, I initially came here to get a tomahawk. We're not going to fucking talk about what happened with that because it will piss me off. Now, if you want to come to Blackwater early, there's a gun store here. You can literally just buy the best guns in the game, like right at the start of the game if you want. We won't be doing that shit. Instead, I'm just going to be, like, fucking around for the next little bit while I try to figure out how the hell to get back to Act 1, because I don't have stagecoaches active yet.
Why not just hijack a stagecoach like a good outlaw would?
We'll get to that. Because after some tinkering, I did find out a stagecoach is the method for me to get back. Not in the traditional sense, though. For now, though, I'm under attack. There are bears in these woods.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And you ain't Hugh Glass. You better run, boy.
No, fuck that. I can take him.
Can you, though? I hope you got plenty of it.
Maybe not too.
Oh, yeah, you better run.
Run.
Yep.
Worth pointing out, by the way, that doing this in real life against grizzly bears will just fucking result in you getting killed. You cannot outrun a grizzly on foot. Are you kidding? They are way fucking faster than we are.
Oh yeah, they're like hippos. Don't fuck with hippos, by the way, if you don't know. They are not friendly.
Hippos are monsters.
Oh god, yeah.
But, you know, I've got some scoot and shoot action I'm about to do.
Yeah, I hope your caliber's right, though.
I got this.
Oh, I guess you do.
Spencer 1860, not exactly ideal for taking on the bears, but, you know, it works. Especially if they can't catch you.
Yeah, that hide's gonna be all fucked up, though. Less bullet holes is better.
Look, I don't have a buffalo rifle or anything. All I've got is Spencer. Leave me alone.
Sounds like a you problem.
Skinning a bear should aggro every bears. Now, skinning is, you know, it's a great way to make money, except in hardcore, which is what we're playing on, because you can't sell these fucking skins worth shit. Obviously, the game has the system where the further away you are from where you killed the animal, the more it will sell for. I'm not going to bother taking advantage of that. I don't really want to accumulate a huge amount of funds, just enough for when I get to where I want to go, which is Thieves Landing.
That kind of makes no sense either, because grizzly hides were fucking valuable back then. Mostly because they weren't exactly easy to hunt.
Yeah, but also, like you just said, I'm peppering these guys. How many shots did it take me per grizzly here?
At least 5, so yeah, they aren't going to be worth shit. They're going to need to stitch that son of a bitch up.
So, Scott, tell me, like, this game is supposed to be based on some, like, pseudo-Texas, right?
A mix of a lot of southern states, yes.
Yeah, because, I mean, look at tall trees. Like, when you think of Texas, this is not exactly what comes to mind, at least for me.
No, this looks more like Badlands.
Well, sir, I need your help. You see, I live in the trading post and, well, my wagon's missing. Won't you find the wagon, mister? I'm an honest woman, and I reward you if you find it, sir.
Hello there, miss.
Hello there, miss. Nice fucking autistic response there, Johnny boy. Alright, so this little chick here has sent us on an errand. We're going to go find her wagon. And now we're going to come back to the start and go the correct fucking way down the street. I must have cut out like 7 minutes of footage there.
I gotta ask, though. Are we sure the missing wagon has nothing to do with the fact that there was huge fuck-off grizzlies right over there?
Well, would you believe that actually outlaws of all things did it? See the vultures up there? They indicate where it is.
Oh.
And speaking of outlaws, here they are.
Search the corpse and strip the wagon.
So how does it feel killing your own kind, Tom?
I'm indifferent. I mean, it's not against the law to kill outlaws. That's why there was no, like, little criminal convictions that popped up down there. It's also not illegal to loot them.
Like I said, stand your ground, State.
Well, I mean, they're outlaws. They're not under protection of the law. The sheriff doesn't give a fuck if outlaws get killed.
Unless it's our modern legal system.
Bruh.
Can we talk about the fucking drunk driver there?
Average day in Texas.
We're not in Texas. This does not look like fucking Texas, I'm telling you. This looks like Colorado. I mean, even the fucking storekeeper up there sounds fucking Canadian, eh?
Yeah, that explains why I don't trust him.
Yeah, you know where we are, though? We're in fucking bear country.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Run.
Do I look like food to you?
You know, speaking of food, I'd love to make some jerky out of that bear.
Jerky's a bit too tough for me, man. I mean, I like the taste, but it's too hard for me to eat, especially since I've got fake teeth these days.
Yeah, that's right. You got the fucking old people teeth nowadays.
No, they're not quite. Like, they're not dentures, they're a bridge. They're just... I can't even take them out.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Still, though, bear jerky is fucking good.
Never had it.
Yeah, it's actually really tasty. Bear's actually pretty fucking tasty. All better be for how much you have to put in to kill the fucker.
You ever been bear hunting?
Once. It was an interesting experience.
This bear here's a dick. Like, literally takes out this fucking horse even though he was doing nothing.
He was just like, fuck that horse. Randomly.
Good for that dude, though. He managed to take out the bear using a Colt.
Yeah, I guess he's the real Tex here.
You know, it's... you know what? The fact that this bear and the fact that I'm skinning it in the middle of the train track makes me want to ask something.
What's that?
So at the start of the game, we took the train from Blackwater to Armadillo, correct?
Correct.
How? This train track is not fucking complete.
I'm not too sure. There's not a second train track somewhere else?
Well, I mean, if there was a built train track, you could literally just come to Act 3 using that. You could literally just walk across it. But no, you have to, like, use trickery to get here.
Huh. That is strange. Unless we're just completely wrong, of course.
Just gonna say skinning a bear should aggro every bears.
Oh, man. Oh, come on. That is perfectly good meat you're leaving over there.
Look, I've got morals, okay? I don't skin horses.
What, you've never eaten Jack in the Box?
Also, fuck off. He doesn't even skin them. He doesn't even use the meat. He just takes the skin.
Yeah, he does.
I'm literally the bad guy from fucking Dances with Wolves.
Yeah, you don't even fucking take the meat. Shame on you, motherfucker.
Now, it wasn't illegal to rob the outlaws, but it is illegal to rob these guys.
What's the difference?
They're not outlaws. Just because
everybody's an outlaw over here.
No. Just because somebody is dead doesn't mean their property stops being theirs. Obviously, in outlaws, they don't have legal protection. Doesn't fucking apply. This fucking dickhead's trying to get run over. But no, like looting somebody's body if they're not an outlaw, that's still stealing. And because you're taking it from their body, it's robbery. That's the law.
Unless there's some sort of binding bill, I don't think so. Besides, it's only stealing if somebody notices it's missing.
I mean, yes, we've been over that, but still, a crime is a crime, and I'm not exactly... Dude, there's a crime counter at the end. I mean, I know you've seen it before. It's gone way the fuck up, because I realized some other shit was crimes as I was editing this shit.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Like what I just did. Like looting those dead bodies. Not illegal for the outlaws, but for the regular citizens, can't do that. Illegal. Anyway, here's your fucking wagon.
Here's your wagon. You might want to take better care of it in the future.
Thank God, and thank you, sir. Rustler's been busy around here. I sure hope not for long.
Alright, so we're just gonna duck into this little shop in Manzanita Post and sell all my crap. But not very much, because we're playing on hardcore. And we're gonna sell it to Mr. fucking Canada himself. Oh, Canada. This is the most Canadian shopkeeper in the game. He's probably fucking sorry that he's sorry.
You know how you can tell a Canadian sniper's easy to spot?
How's that?
They yell sorry every time they shoot at you.
Yeah, that's about right. By the way, I meant to buy a Tomahawk here. You're gonna see me walk out without one. We don't fucking talk about that, okay? I've told you the story, and I'm only telling you the story.
And I promised I wouldn't say it, so I'm sorry, guys.
But anyway, enough fucking around in Act 3. We need to resume gameplay from Act 1. So I'm gonna... Oh boy, here I go committing crime again.
Sheriff, we need you.
But there's nothing in the stagecoach. Then again, the stagecoach is still actually surprisingly valuable.
What kind of fucking logic is that? Oh, there's nothing in the car, officer. Like, bro, are you serious?
I mean, considering how ridiculous shit has gotten, I could see that working.
Anyway, here's how we're getting back to Act 1. We are crashing this, and we are braving Marston's #1 opponent. Water.
Nice fucking driving, Tom.
Hey, you leave my Tokyo drifting and parallel parking the fuck out of this. One more battle with the law and we'll wrap this up.
Crash the line!
Headshot. Now what are you gonna do?
I'm a bad man, taking on the world with a gun in hand. Find my truth with a cause I'm a bad man.
Alright, so for those of you who need to know what's going on there on the left-hand side of the screen, fucking I don't know right from left, maybe I should work on my parallel parking. Obviously I'm going to keep a counter of how many crimes I commit, plus the bounty I've earned, how many times I fail, die, get arrested, blah blah blah. I'm also going to keep a running counter of how many people I've killed. You can see that there's 3 categories there, one for outlaws, one for lawmen, and one for regular law-abiding citizens. Expect those numbers to skyrocket.
And so far you've killed more outlaws than lawmen. You really aren't a good convict.
So far.
I'll be watching you.
You listen to me and you listen to me, good Buster. I piss the law off a lot in this game, and they're gonna keep fucking sending cunts after me, which means I gotta fucking kill these cunts, which means they're gonna send more cunts after me ad infinitum.
I mean, they can't send the law after you if the witnesses don't make it to the office. I'm just saying for next time.
Yeah, but there's some witnesses I don't really want to kill. Having said that, bribery? Nah, fuck that. I'm not fucking bribing shit. That's my money.
Well, yeah, no. Imagine bribing people. Imagine giving money to other people. Fuck that.
I mean, I'd do it if I had the cash to spare, but... I mean, I had to finish this episode about to enter Thieves Landing, which is where I was headed. I could have just gone there straight from, you know, the ranch, but... had to take a trip to Blackwater because, you know, reasons. We're there for one very specific reason. Well, 2, but one of them is much more important than the other one. We'll get to that next episode. But either way, welcome aboard, Scott.
Thank you. It was good to be here with you, Tom, and I'll be here for the ride, folks.
You better be. I fucking expect you to teach me all about guns. And again, your culture is fucking confusing. I want to hear all about American mannerisms from you. Remember, I've never been.
Yeah, well, don't worry. I'll teach you my ways.
Fucking better.